Welcome back to the channel. You gotta feel this. And man, what a great night for boxing. First off, let me start off by saying shout out to the Saudis and Saudi Arabia for putting on a spectacular event. This is the type of stuff that boxing needs. And I can't stress this enough, man. The best fighters in the world in the heavyweight division all together on one stage. Man, great event by the Saudis. They doing something major over there. I hope they can continue to bring talent there. So, like they were talking about getting these guys in the ring twice a year. And that's something that I'm looking forward to seeing. Now, let's get to the fights. So, first fight I got Mark Demori versus Philip. I didn't get his last name. Mark Demori, 41-2 with 2 draws, 36 knockouts. Philip, 16-0, no draws, 13 knockouts. Quick fight, over in a blink of an eye. I was a little disappointed because I feel like the guy Philip didn't get to showcase his true talent and what he had to offer. He was a big guy compared to Demori, but Demori, he didn't come to fight today. Gave up. It was like, what the fuck is that? He caught him with the first knockdown, caught him with a good right hand, and
first round. I expect this one
for him to turn his back to him and like slowly go down, not in a hurt manner. It was like he still was there and was like, I don't think I wanted to do this. I'm going to take a knee. And it was like, okay. Even the ref, when the ref got him back up and was looking at him and they had came into a clinch again, and the ref was like, he was looking at him like, does this guy want to fight? Like, he was looking at him like, what are you doing? What's going on? And like I said, it was just sad that he didn't have an opponent that came to fight so he could really showcase his talents. And first round knockout. Looked orchestrated. That's what I wrote down, because it's like he wasn't there to put on a fight. He just came and then curled up, and I'm glad the fight ended early. Probably got a good payday out of it. I don't know. 41-2 with 36 knockouts, 2 draws. Maybe he's at the end of the line and that was his big chance of getting some money, and he took it and he didn't care. Got a good payday. Okay, so moving on to some legitimate fights that I watched. Ellis Zorro, 17-0, 0 draws, 7 knockouts, versus Australia's Ja Opatia, 23-0, 0 draws, 18 knockouts. Ellis Zorro from England, man, putting that guy flat on his back. I mean, one hit a quitter, knocked him straight out, put the guy lights out early. Man, when I say I was excited for this, I did not know. I'm a Wilder fan. I can be a Wilder fan. But I did not know that it was going to be like this. All the big guys. It felt old school and like some Don King type shit. Like, I felt like that aura was there. Like, this was a great event, man. Like, I can't really stress that enough of how I didn't know all these heavyweights was on the card. I didn't know it was going to be a heavyweight, light heavyweight extravaganza, cruiserweight, But Ellis Zorro put that man to sleep. One hit a quitter. Boom. Okay. And now let's get to the upset of the night. Agate Cababallo, 23-0, 0 draws, 13 knockouts, and Makhmanov. I don't have his record on here. because I got children. They kind of distracted me, and I'm working on. That's why I'm putting my all into this, so I can do this full time and give y'all great information while I'm doing this. You know, not just my opinion, but I want to come with facts too. But Mono, everybody. When I seen this guy, I was like, he fighting him? This big grizzly fucking bear? And I was like, I don't know much about Agate, but I was like, this guy looks like fucking Bigfoot. And they was talking about him being this big mean machine. And I was like, yeah, he looked every bit of it. You know, I'm like, this guy's going down. Agate. I thought Mana was, in the way they was talking about him, I was like, okay. But watching Caballo, I would love to see him and the guy that beat Wilder. I would love to see them two. Parker. I would love to see those two guys in a ring together. Because he showcased a lot of skill against Makhmanev. Like, really. And exposed him. You know, Makhmanev is a guy who's not used to going the distance or any, like, I think he went the distance once. And, like, most of his fights are, like, first round knockout. The George Foreman effect. You know, you're so used to knocking guys out and getting it over with and getting them out of there. It's like when you gotta have a fight with somebody who's going to not just let you knock them out, who's going to move around and take advantage of the things that you don't do well. Came out there with a great game plan. And Makhmanev could just couldn't connect. It seemed like he just was swinging at air all night long. Like, and Caballo just slowly worked him into a position where he needed him to be, and he put it on him. You know, beat him down. You know, them body shots was what really, can't think of the word I'm trying to say. Them body shots were the thing that really ended the fight. You know, he could take a punch to the head. I think he probably got hurt a couple times, but them body shots was what really did him in. And he was getting tired. So, Agate and Puck, I would love to see those guys. But yeah, Du Bois versus Miller. I don't have his stats, Du Bois stats or Miller stats. But I like the matchup. You know, like as far as on paper and the look of those two in a way, you know. This big guy, they were the same height, you know, stuff like that. A little bit of the same height. And it just looked intriguing to see what was going to happen. So watching the fight, you know, in the beginning, Miller couldn't really get off. It's like he wanted to see what Du Bois could bring. And Du Bois was like, I'm going to bring it. I'm gonna give you what you're looking for. And just was wailing on him for the first 3 rounds. And Miller came back in the fourth a little bit stronger, you know, but after that 5th, 6th round, but Du Bois put it on him all night. But after that 5th, 6th round, Miller just was drained. You know, you want to come in at 300 pounds and don't want to run and you don't got much skill behind what you have. Boys just had him looking crazy, and especially after that 6th round. He was so gassed, he was just putting his arms out there to try to just touch him. You know, I wouldn't even call it pity pat, but it was like, let me just put this out there. Y'all seen it? You know, give me a chance type of thing, you know. And by the time it got down to that 12th round, and Du Bois was like, we about to get you up out of here. And started wailing on him. Got him straight out of there, you know. But it was a great fight. Nonetheless, Du Bois put on a great performance. A great performance. The next fight I have is Bivol. I don't know the name of the guy that he fought because, like I said, distractions. But I watched the fight, and Beaver, I didn't know Beaver was that much. His opponent, apparently they say that he had all these injuries and stuff like that. But his opponent tried, you know. I didn't know. I thought when Beaver fought Canelo, that was just a bigger guy beating a smaller guy, you know. But Beaver is the deal. Beaver is the real deal. His hand speed. I think he got a little bit of a wide stance, but it works for him. I guess that's how he's able to fire off those punches so fast. Man, he was putting them combinations on that guy. And same thing, them body shots. I'm a body shot type of guy, you know. Even when I fought myself, the body was something that I invested in when it comes to a fight. You know, it's so many spots. That solar plexus, the liver, the kidney, you know, those shuts everything down. You know, same thing the way you hit a person in the brain good enough, shuts the lights off. You know, it's just like the reverse. And I feel like the body is easier to do that. And Bivol showcased that tonight, man. Just put on a great performance, man. And I see why he's in the pound for pound rankings. I thought he only got in the pound for pound rankings for beating Canelo, you know, but no, he's a really good fighter. I'm on the Bivol train now. I get it, Bivol. You the man. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what Canelo was thinking, you know, I don't know if he thought you were easy pickings or what, but after that fight, we had Deontay Wilder versus Parker. The whole point of me watching this fight tonight was for Deontay Wilder. You know, the Bronze Bomber, the Dr. Sleep. I forgot how terrible of a boxer Deontay Wilder is. That's the sad truth. But, you know, I feel like he still got it to where as though he can gatekeep. He can gatekeep. He's at that point in his career where he deserves that much respect, you know? He's only lost to 2 heavyweights out of, 45 fights? Put some respect on his name, man. He's not a boxer, which is okay, because he was the WBC champion, you know? 40-0, 39 knockouts, something like that. So, yeah, you know, it was disappointing to watch that fight, you know, because I really like Wilder, you know, but I'm a boxing fan first. But you know, we all got picks of like who we like. Oh, you know who we want to win or who we think would win. You know, and I like Wilder because I like knockouts, and that was his problem in that fight though. He did not press the issue. He tried to press it in the 11th, 12th round. It's like, bro, if you'd have been doing that from the beginning, he's not a back foot fighter. He's not a guy who can go backwards and win. Whenever Deontay Wilder has won a fight, he's coming forward. Whenever he was winning against Tyson Fury or doing a good job against Tyson Fury, he was coming forward. You know, so it was sad to see him get as exposed, but I feel like the game plan was not there whatsoever. And Wilder he doesn't have any of the fundamentals. His footwork, we already know he's only got one really punch selection. That's the 1-2 or jab. And I want to say I'm disappointed in him losing, but you know, I'm not shocked. You know, I'm not surprised. So it's like, all right, he lost. Okay. But a lot of these other guys who's supposed to be coming up, give them before they get their title shot, give them to Wilder. You know, I feel like he's in that position where he can still beat some of these guys. Still want to see him fight Joshua, you know. So both of them got 2 losses to 2 different people. You know, let them go. That's still a big fight, you know, because styles make fights. I don't feel like losses determines a guy fighting. I mean, his stock. Let me say that. I don't feel like losses determines a guy's stock. You lose, fight the other guy. The other guy fight this guy. You know? And if you beat those guys, get your chance back at the guy, you know, run it back again. You were the better man that night. Just because we've seen it time and time again. Just because you lose to a guy, you know, you can learn from it. And I hate when a guy loses and it's like, nah, unless it's one-sided or something like that. I don't think I've seen too many one-sided beatings in a guy. I've never seen none one-sided. You usually don't get a rematch for a one-sided beating. But yeah, when a fight's close, guys rematch. But and last but not least, Anthony Joshua. I forget who he fought, but he looked good, you know. Oh, before I get to Anthony Joshua, I want to speak on the other guy, Parker. Also, I like this patience. I like that. I mean, you don't gotta have much to beat Wilder. If you can just be patient and look out for that right hand, you can beat him. So I can't really say he took him 12 rounds, so I can't really say too much. You know, Wilder's not a tough guy to beat. If that's simple. Look out for the right hand. Be patient. You know, and when he got the opportunities, he put it on Wilder. But anyway, so we're gonna move on to Anthony AJ Joshua. Fight just went off. As far as Anthony Joshua goes, he went out there and performed like I thought he would. Joshua, besides the Andy Ruiz fight, you know, I think they say his equilibrium was up when he lost that fight, but we seen what happened when he fought him the second time. You know, dominant performance. The guy he was fighting just wasn't, you know, you need a slicker guy to be a Anthony Joshua or a hard puncher. You know, it was expected. You know, just like Wilder, I guess people expect, because the Saudis is trying to set this thing up sweet. You know, they got all the top guys, and you know we already know it was set up for Wilder and Joshua to fight. You know, and Joshua already said, you know, he's gonna pick titles over people, which is understandable when you want to be great. You know, belts hold the weight. You know, in that argument. So Joshua did what he's supposed to do. We probably never get that fight again. Still sad, but you know, Joshua did a great job tonight. I wasn't shocked. Didn't know too much about his opponent, but just watching the fight, Joshua just had more in his bag than the other guy, and just put on a good performance. You know, I feel like that fight was set up for him to win, and hopefully he can get some of these other guys. You know, we'll see later on down the line if we can get this Tyson Fury Usyk fight over with. To end this, I want to just say again, great night of boxing. You cannot be mad with this event they put on. We got great fights throughout the whole night. Great event. I'm satisfied. Took my day up. Now we wait for Usyk and Fury to fight, and then all this stuff come together. They said these top guys are going to start getting in the ring together now, twice a year. I love the sound of that. The top heavyweights. I love what they doing over there, man. I love what they doing over there. You gotta love that, man. As a boxing fan, sports fan, period. Like, what the Saudis is doing, they giving it to us. And I'm so happy for that, for the potential of what they got going on over there. And comment, like, subscribe, you know, all the YouTube stuff, man. Talk to me, I talk back. You hear me? Gotta feel this.